Hi everyone, welcome back to Planet J. My name is Jay, and today I have a special reading for my Sagittarius Sun or Sagittarius placement subscribers or viewers, visitors, whether you're subscribed or coming here for the first time. This is for you. It's Sagittarius season. I wanted to do something to celebrate you guys' birthday, and I've been doing this for every zodiac sign during their season. Scorpio got one, Libra got one, Virgo got one, etc. Now we're gonna move on to Sagittarius. So there are three cards to choose from: Temperance from our light seers, Temperance from our broken bones, and then Temperance from our anime tarot is going to be card number 3. I have put a goal on today. So if we do get a super chat today, I will come back on live and I'll answer personal questions for you guys for only $2. Instead of making you purchase it through my website or anything like that, I'll do it on here. So if we hit that goal, I'll come back on and I'll answer you guys' questions. Pick your card. We're going to get started in 15 seconds with card number 1. Again, my name is Jay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you. If you're finding this around Christmas, since I'm leaving it timeless, happy holidays. And yeah, let's get started with card number 1. Hi, card number 1. Welcome to your reading, Sagittarius. You chose this Temperance card from our Light Seers Tarot. So this is going to be your birthday reading, and we're just going to be looking at what makes you so amazing. What are the compliments that you deserve to hear specifically for you around your birthday season? Sagittarius placements are welcome here as well. And yeah, I'm going to put this number 1 here so you guys know that we're on your group. Again, we have our super chat goal. So if anybody contributes to that goal, minimum $2, I'll come back on live and I'll answer anybody that tunes into my next lives personal questions for only $2. I'll accept payment via Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, or through the YouTube donation. Okay, here we go. So we have the 9 of Swords, 7 of Cups, projections. Oh, wow. Wow. Anchor. Work, profession, settling down, long-lasting stability, durability. Okay. The 8 of Cups. Wow, what the hell? Damn, what have you been through? What has this group been through? You got the miser. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what have you guys been through? Okay. For some of you guys, this is what you've been through. And for others of you, this is like what you are going through right now. So you have to apply it to your situation as you see fit. And who's seeing this in them? Stubbornness. Okay. The types of people. Okay. And we got care. Okay, awesome. All right. So Sagittarius number 1. What makes you amazing is your ability to keep your head up high, either when you're going through a difficult situation or, just because of the things that you've been through. I feel like what makes this group amazing is that you have the capacity to actually walk away and choose better for yourself. And that's literally with anything and everything. So with, a job that's not good for you, a friend that just doesn't quite understand you, doesn't care to, even a family member that maybe stabbed you in the back or something like that. It really doesn't matter how deep it is. But I feel like with the 8 of Cups here, this is somebody who, while you can feel so much, it's not going to get the best of you for long. Yeah. So this is the group of people where, maybe you have to think a while before you figure out what move you make just to make sure that you're doing what's best for you. But at the end of the day, you're going to put yourself first. And I feel like this is the group of people who have had a lot of people project onto you, whether you're a good person, you're this, you're that. And the truth of the matter is that they really don't see you or know you at all. There's so much distortions in their own perceptions, and even maybe in the ways that you may communicate yourself that's not understood by everybody that lead to those projections. And I feel like what you do during all of this is you still stick it out. You still stay strong and you hold on to your values and what you know to be true and what you want to have for your life. And you keep going towards that. Yeah, I feel like this is the group of people where it's like you do have wants or needs, maybe even just dreams of settling down, having consistency in your life, having the ability to live your life freely. Maybe it's not living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe it's traveling. Maybe it's exploring the world. It really doesn't matter. But I feel like this is the group of Sagittarius in card number 1, where you've had so many people. It's like you've had both sides of it. I think that's why you're able to embody the 8 of Cups so much, is because you know that there's better. You've had both sides of people treating you a certain type of way. So you've had some people that are extremely stubborn. They're unwilling to listen, unwilling to to see your potential, to see your intelligence, to see your strengths, to see even how you might be able to help, or how your perspective might be different than theirs in a better way, in a good way. And then you've also had the flip side of that, where you've had people who have maybe cared for you, seen you, loved you, supported you, and wanted to see you do well. And I think because you've experienced both of that, that's what's really, hey, thanks for coming back. Watching from France? Yeah. Okay, so I'm doing this for Sag, but sometimes I have people come and watch these and they may not have the specific sign on their chart, but they wanted to get a compliments reading since I do come on here every season for y'all. So feel free to watch. Yeah, and don't forget to check out the goal that we set, because if anybody, you can either take one for the team or someone else can do it. But if we hit that $2, goal here, for the reading, I'll come back on and I'll do a live and I'll answer anybody's personal questions on here for $2, either through PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, whatever I put on the goal. So yeah, throughout the reading, if we hit that goal, I'll come back on later on today and I will do those readings. I'll post it a little bit earlier so you guys know what time, you don't miss it. But yeah, I try to do this. I will be setting this goal every time I come on live. So maybe people that are not watching for Sag, they'll still be able to come back for a different live and get the opportunity to, be a part of that without having to go on like the website or Patreon or whatever to get the personal reading. You can get your answers here. I used to do this more often, but yeah. Okay, anyway, back to you, wonderful Sag number 1. And thank you so much for watching. I know you're not even in the States, but I just really appreciate, having people come and watch my readings from all over. It makes me feel so good, you guys. So thank you. But yeah, this 8 of Cups is really making me view this group of people. Shout out to anyone here who has Scorpio in their chart as well. And a lot of time that does happen just because the seasons are so close, and sometimes those placements will trail behind or whatever. So yeah, shout out to anybody that has Sag and Scorpio on their chart. A little bit of Taurus came through as well. But I'm seeing somebody who is going to go hard for themselves. You know what I mean? You're going to believe in yourself because maybe most people don't. And I think that's what makes you so amazing, because, when we hear stories about people that made it where we want to be, or we hear, people that hit the Forbes list, or I don't know, was put in the Guinness Book of World Records and stuff, a lot of the time you find that those people had a leg up. They had some way of making it a bit easier, but it feels like this is the group of Sagittarius where you guys get it out the mud, or you really have to go hard for yourself because you aren't being given any handouts. And that's really and truly amazing. Yeah. With everything, like with your family, taking care of your responsibilities, your bills, your goals when it comes to your career, your ability to heal yourself and become a better person, love yourself fully. Like, this is a whole process that we go through as humans. And I feel like the Sagittarius in this group, you guys truly understand that. And that makes you really amazing. Because I'm seeing this anchor. And so, yeah, this could be the group of people where before you have felt like you were drowning, or maybe you've gone through like sickness, or have had like mental illness issues or anything like that. Maybe you've grieved, maybe you've been left behind, and that taught you lessons. But I really do feel like this is the group of people where, you haven't had the silver spoon. You haven't had the most perfect life ever. But with the 7 of Cups here, you're able to dare to dream, where so many people would, not have everything handed to them, or not have the perfect life, and maybe let that hold them back or get them down or discourage them even. Even if you are ever in that position, I feel like you don't stay there for too long. I feel like this is the group of people where emotionally you have such a strong capacity to persevere. Yeah, truly. There's something special about Sag number 1 in this group for sure. Yeah. I feel like this is the group of people where you can read between people's lines as well. So somebody might say a regular sentence like, I like puppies. But you might get something else from that. Like, maybe they like puppies because they need a companion, or maybe they like puppies because, they love the way. Damn, I was hearing this word in Spanish, la naturaleza. So this could be the group of people, some of you guys, you like things. You don't do too much. Yeah, I feel like this is the group of Sagittarius where you actually don't do too much. You're not. Maybe at some point you do want to be extravagant, but it feels like this is the group of people where you're actually very low key, and you just keep your head down, you focus, you try to make sure that you're okay emotionally. And this is a really big job. Adulting is hard as fuck. And I feel like this is the group of people where, you're doing it. And that's amazing. So if that resonated, please give it a like. Come back for another one on my channel. I'd love to see you here again. And we're going to get started now with card number 2. Okay? So yeah, happy birthday if you're watching this around your season, or Merry Christmas if you're watching this around the holiday season. Obviously, I have to say it this way because this is a live reading, but I'm going to be leaving it as timeless on my channel. So somebody might come and watch this a few months from now, and won't be the same season. But anyway, let's move on to card number 2. Okay. Card number 1 started at 1 minute. By the way, I always try to start my first group at 1 minute. Sometimes it trails off a little bit, but if that ever happens, I'll change the description time after the live ends, okay? So let me put it in it. My birthday was December 8th. Oh, wow. Happy late birthday. Wow, happy late birthday. Okay. Wow, that's awesome. Happy late birthday to you. Card number 1, we're going to start you at 11 minutes, okay? Just let me put the timestamp. Did I say card number 1? I meant to say card number 2. Card number 2, we're starting you at 11 minutes. Let me just type the timestamp in the chat, okay? Okay. Spirit, tap me into card number 2, please. Okay. Hi, Sag. Sag number 2, card number 2. Welcome to your reading. We're going to be looking at what makes you so amazing. So I'm doing this on my channel for every single zodiac sign, and now it's your guys' turn. Te toca a ti, so let's get started. Temperance, card number 2 from our Broken Bones Tarot. What's so amazing about card number 2, or Sagittarius number 2? How can I gas them up for their birthday, for their season? Let's see. You got the 3 of Swords. Wow. 3 of Swords. Okay. Beyond Delusion. I think this is the Judgment card. This is card number 20. Pretty sure it's the Judgment card. Let me look real quick because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I'm pretty sure that's the Judgment card. I just want to double check what major arcana number it is for Judgment. Yeah. Yep, that's Judgment. Okay, cool. Interesting. I wanted to make sure it was Judgment and not the World card because I would have gotten a different interpretation. But I really like this. I really like the butterfly on here too. Like the metamorphosis there, the highlighted third eye. Wow, okay. Book, education, knowledge, research. Thanks. And I used to stay alone on my birthday. Avoiding party. Birthdays you like to go to a party. Aw. I'm sorry if you've had to spend your birthdays by yourself, Sag. Anyone that's coming in who also can relate to that. I'm so sorry. Honestly, I just like to spend it with people I'm close to. You know what I mean? I threw like one party for myself for my birthday like 2 years ago because I never really did. But now I just kind of like to go get some good food, do something small maybe with like my friends or maybe my family. But that's about it, I'd like to take a trip for one of my birthdays though. That's my next goal, is to take a nice trip for my birthday. So, okay, we got the 4 of Wands. Okay. 4 of Wands. Well, yeah, happy birthday to you. Happy late birthday to you. Thank you for watching. And thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. I love to be alone. Yeah, me too. I'm an introvert as well. That means have good people around. Yeah. It's easier to make sure you got the right type of people around you when you have a small circle. Okay, we have the Devil card, conditioning. Thank you guys so much for watching. Anybody that's coming in, feel free to check out that goal and see if you want to come back to get your personal questions answered after I finish this live. Okay, so we've got good news. Oh, I love this. And stop. Okay. So what's so amazing about card number 2, or Sagittarius number 2, pile number 2? I'll be using all of these terms interchangeably during your reading. Just know it's all the same thing. Mumbo jumbo. What's so amazing about you is how skilled and talented you are. How thorough you are when it comes to getting to the bottom of things, making sure that you are doing your due diligence, making sure that you know the ins and outs of stuff. I feel like this is a group of people that have like a very curious mind. But on top of that, you're like extremely loyal and dependable, and you make people around you feel like safe and like right at home. And I think this could be the group of people where you're willing to do more than most. Yeah, more than most. So maybe that means, yeah, and take what is yours and leave what isn't, because there are some people here where maybe It's just an example. I'll just use it. But anyway, I'm seeing somebody who maybe for work, it's like you can be relied on for work because maybe you like the work you do, you care about the work that you do, or maybe you just, you're that type of person where it's like if you're going to do something, you're going to do it right. So I feel like you can be relied on by your family, by your partners, by people in general, just because I feel like you hold yourself to a certain standard. It doesn't matter what other people are thinking about you and your reputation. It's really about you. Some of you guys, you're like a provider, and that's awesome. That's amazing. I'm seeing someone here who has the capacity to heal other people as well without realizing it. And I think it's because of your specific style. Like, you don't have to be the most lovey-dovey, cute and cuddly, sensitive person to heal another person, to make another person feel like they're worthy, to, see people. You don't have to. Your style is what's amazing because it's like 100% tailored to you. And I feel the people around you feel very encouraged by you, Sag. Feel very encouraged by you. It's like they start to believe in miracles. Some of you guys, you give like great surprises or maybe like good gifts. Or maybe you do like acts of service for other people. That's really amazing. What's coming through here, the most in this group for what makes you amazing is the impact that you have on other people. Yeah. I feel like this is the group of people where you really do pay attention. You guys can solve a lot of issues that most people can't. Maybe because of how keen you are, how observant you are. Maybe because you know things that most people don't. You take the time to. I just keep hearing royal research. I'm not sure. Like, you don't have to have gone to like university or anything like that. I feel like this is more so the specific things that you know about are helpful. Beyond illusion as well. So that's what makes you amazing, is that you're not pretending to be somebody that you're not. You are yourself, like, authentically. And I also feel that that includes your ability to authentically own who you used to be too. The things you used to do, maybe even the mistakes that you have made in the past. I feel like maybe it took you a while, but you can accept that now. You can move on from it. And if it's not about mistakes that you've made, it could even be mistakes other people made that affected you in a negative way. Like, for example, like some people from a small town, they could have a family member that did something really fucking shady, and now all of a sudden it's hard for them to get a job in that small town. All of a sudden it's hard for them to make friends, or they're getting shunned because other people's stuff. So it doesn't have to be your mistakes, it could be other people around you. But I feel like either way, it's like you are always going to be held to a different standard because of the type of person that you are. So don't worry, don't worry about past company or whatever like that. I don't think anybody would judge you. Like, meaning you could share your secrets. You could be more honest about yourself completely. And I think that that would actually be enlightening for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Some of you guys are really good at encouraging people to like take care of themselves. Maybe you don't ask too much. Mm-hmm. You're also really good at making other people that are like hesitant, scared, shy, anything like that, hurt, or like traumatized. You're really good at making them feel safe. You're really good at getting them to open up and like try different things. Like, you can get, I feel like this is the group of people where you could pretty much get like anybody out of their own funk. There's a nice energy to you. With a conditioning card here as well, you're amazing because you're not what you used to be, or like how you grew up. Some of you guys, let's say you grew up in like a rough environment or something like that. I feel like the way that you've come out of that and how you've used, what you've learned through those experiences to be a better person, that's really beautiful as well. That's really amazing. I feel like this is the group of Sagittarius where it's like you really should keep your head high, stand tall, you know what I mean? Because one day, if you're not already in a relationship, you're going to make somebody extremely happy. Should that be what you want? You know what I mean? If you want to be married, if you want to have a partner, a companion, I feel like you really will make somebody extremely happy one day. And if you're in a partnership right now, you've done that. There are people, I feel like, that do have really great memories of spending time with you, whether they're here or gone, it doesn't matter. You're like a human lie detector, I feel like. Hmm. It's the way you express yourself, I think, that is so authentic and like true to who you are. Some of you guys, you have like a dry sense of humor or something like that. People like that. Maybe it's like what they need to hear. Some of you guys can like crack jokes to like relieve tension. Hmm. I'm seeing the lion on here as well. He's around sheep. I don't know why I just heard of, I was just thinking about this story. I can't remember if it's like a wolf that was raised around lambs or what. It's like one animal that's like raised around a group of other animals, and their whole life they think that that's who they are until they like expand and then they go into the world. I'm like applying it to this like metaphor of like humans now, but like I'm just imagining somebody who grew up a certain way, either around a certain type of people, or the culture was like this, the traditions were like this or whatever, and maybe it like didn't serve you. And so you have kind of strike, is it strike? Or struck. I think it's struck your own path. Yeah. Sometimes when we speak truth. Hi, Bill. Thanks for watching. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Sometimes I get so into these messages that I kind of forget to welcome everybody that's tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Whether you're Sag Sun, Sag placements, thanks for watching. Happy holidays and also happy birthday season if you're watching this for your sun sign placement. But yeah, pay attention to our goal for today. So if we hit that $2 goal, I will come back on and answer you guys' personal questions. But sometimes when we speak truth, they saw it like a word. Oh, sword in their throat. Yeah. Yeah. That's really what I was getting. This could be the group of people where it's like you will speak your truth even if it hurts, especially if it is actually going to help another person. I don't know why I just heard hate me now, understand me later. Hate me now, thank me later. So you could be that type of person. Or maybe you have had to be the bad guy or, take a certain approach because of the situation and you manage it, you handle it very well. But yeah, I was getting this image of like somebody who's raised a certain way, born in a certain place or whatever. Maybe you have in some way in your own way separated from that, or I'm hearing like change things up a bit, do what works for you. And maybe you've gotten like a lot of slack for that, or maybe people have, I almost wanted to say like targeted. I don't know. This could be the group of people where you were like bullied or something like that when you were younger, or you've been like ostracized or like shunned before, whether that was by friends, family, whatever. Yeah, I do feel like this is the group of people where you've like had like some sort of like social struggle before, whether that is like you're a refugee, an immigrant, something like that. Whether it was hard for you in school. Yeah, this could be the group of people where like school was hard for you, but maybe it's like the environment, not necessarily like learning things. And then there are other people here where you were like straight fucking A, and you did this, you interned here or whatever, and everything that you did to build up that resume or whatever actually really helped you and will help you build a strong career. And then there's other people here, right, where it's like not about, certain jobs that you've done, but like your ability to, I heard like extract knowledge from like your own experiences and like use that, leverage that. Yeah. What else? Anything else, Spirit? People miss you when you're not around, Sag. People want to know what you have going on when you go quiet. I feel like this is the group of people where I want to let you know that if you have experienced that, um, kind of feeling like an outsider, or maybe people haven't always respected you or understood you or even like tried to, I feel like now or very soon that's going to change for you. Meaning maybe sometimes we go through things and we assume that other people are going to treat us the same way or think about us the same way that others have. But when you look at things from the outside in, me as a reader looking at things from the outside in, I feel like this is the group of people, whether you realize it or not, you actually are admired by a lot. A lot of people do see your strength and how cool you are. Yeah. So if that's not in your life right now, meaning these people aren't telling you these things, it's happening, but you're not necessarily seeing it for yourself, I think that will change for you. I think this is the group of people too where you have a very strong psychic center. Because I keep being drawn here to this third eye here being highlighted. And I'm also seeing the color yellow and the color purple. And the purple is reminding me of the crown chakra, but the yellow is reminding me of the solar plexus. And the solar plexus is about your self worth, your power, and your control. Yeah, this is a very self disciplined group as well. Yeah. So a lot of it's like people don't have to tell you what to do. You just already know. Some of you guys, you just already know shit. Like very prepared type of person, ready for anything. But yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, let go of any guilt and shame that you may still have, because I feel like that's the part, that's the final part there where you let go of everything completely. If you're not resonating with every single thing, I feel like that's the last part for you, the last final push. either before you get that partner, before you get the stability that you're looking for, before you have more fun. Like I'm seeing this group of people, just so you guys know, things are going to start picking up for you. Like I feel like you will actually have more fun times in your life, like moments where you kind of, I don't know if you've ever just had like a really good time. You kind of sit back and you just, for a moment, just kind of like soak everything in. You look around at the people around you, or you look around the place that you're at, whether it's beautiful, whether it's just quiet and quaint, whatever. And you're just like so happy and like content with that for the moment. I feel like you're going to start having more moments like that, because they're well deserved with the devil card here. Especially anybody here who has like had to overcome any like bad habits that didn't serve you in the past or whatever. But yeah, and then the crown chakra, your spiritual and mental well-being. I feel like that is, some of you guys, maybe you are interested in that sort of thing. Like you could be interested in like holistic medicine or something like that. You don't have to, but I don't know why. I just heard something. I heard doctor, but it was like right after I heard unorthodox. So maybe you know a lot, but you also have your own spin on things. I feel like there are a lot of people that would really want to like pick Sagittarius number 2's brain. But yeah, so if that resonated, give it a like. Come back for another one on my channel. I'd love to have you. I'm going to be moving on now to, what's it called? Card number 3. And let me, I guess, I said last night that I was going to put this poll up. And I will actually do it on the community tab for you guys to vote on. Again, don't forget to put the notification bell on so you guys get alerted when I'm going live for your sign, or so you don't miss out on certain pick a card topics that you might really want to hear, because I do go on the community tab and ask you guys what you want on the channel next. So yeah, hit the notification bell for that so you guys can either participate in those and get the readings that you're actually looking for, or just like be alerted when I'm going on for your zodiac signs love reading for the month, because those are only done on live here on YouTube and then closed to members afterwards. So we're going to get started with card number 3 in just a moment. I want to take a deep breath, put the timestamp in the chat, and get a sip of water, because I've been talking for a bit. But yeah, okay, card number 3. We're going to start, you guys, in about 30 seconds, okay? I'm just going to get a sip of my water because I've been talking for a bit. Thank you guys so much for coming in. We're about to get started with Sagittarius number 3, okay? So I'm just putting this here so I can get some water real quick. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on with Sag number 3. What's going on with Sag number 3? With these cards, you must have some wonderful dreams at night. You know what? I have very, very, very vivid dreams, and oh my god. I need like a nickname or something that I can call you when you come on here, because I don't know how to pronounce your username. I know you're watching from France, but just before we get into that group, I do have very vivid dreams. You are absolutely right. I had very vivid dreams my entire life. When I was like younger, I would have dreams that would kind of start to come true. It used to freak me out. And then, like years later, I got into tarot, and now here I am on, doing these readings and stuff. But yeah, long story short, my dreams have always been very vivid, and they help me a lot. And sometimes I'll have like a certain dream and it'll give me an idea for a reading to do on here. So yeah. Sea and the Mermaid. Oh, my name basically is Nathan. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll call you Nathan so I can remember. Thank you guys for being patient. I wanted to answer that question because you just be coming through, Nathan, with the comments. I really appreciate it. But yeah, okay. So card number 3, you chose this Temperance card, and it's actually from my anime tarot deck. I have like a really wide variety of decks that I like to use for the channel. And yeah, so these are the ones that I'll be doing for each of the zodiac signs birthday readings. Right now we're on Sag. Everyone before Sag, starting I think at Leo, has already gotten theirs. And then we'll go through all 12 signs, and every 12 sign will have their timeless reading for them to come and watch whenever they need to pick me up. And it'll be really specifically tailored to your zodiac sign and the archetype and, the qualities that you guys possess. So let's look at your cards now so I can stop yapping. What is amazing about Sagittarius number 3? Ace of Swords. This is from our tattoo tarot. Ace of Swords. What else? The Fool. I knew somebody was gonna get the Fool. Okay, yeah. I feel like this group is gonna be like what most people view Sag to be, if that makes sense. Like the typical stereotypical Sag. Like, you know how everybody will say Scorpios are like super intense and every Cancer is like a crybaby or whatever. Like, I feel like this is gonna be the group of people where some of the things that come out will be some of the more stereotypical qualities of Sagittarius, or maybe even like the first decan of Sagittarius. So meaning degrees 0 to 10 of the sun sign, or whatever Sagittarius placement you have. Basically, deacons are parts of that like 30-degree angle that take up a zodiac sign on like a natal chart wheel. They're actually like split up, and they're ruled by different planets. So the first deacon is ruled by I'm pretty sure the first deacon is ruled by Jupiter, and then there's two more. I think one of them is ruled by Neptune. I can't remember what the other deacon is, but okay. Anyway, the moon. Damn. 8 of Cups. The moon. Oh, okay. So I'll be putting another poll on the channel as well too. I think I'm gonna do a raffle for you guys. So if anybody wants like a personal reading, I'll do a raffle for like the holiday season or whatever. I'll put it on the community tab. You can either I think you'll have to comment on it, because I'm not sure if I can go and see each individual like yeah, I think you might have to comment on it, either comment on this or like any video to enter. I'll try to figure out what the best way to do it is. But yeah, so if you guys ever want to get a free reading, I'll do it. I'll do like 30 minutes to an hour free reading for anyone subscriber on my channel. I was also thinking of letting you guys know the sun tier, the moon tier, and the star tier on Patreon all get a free reading with subscription for membership. So you can get a free reading in a lot of ways for me. But okay. We've got the Empress. Wow. Wow, I love this card. The Empress is one of my favorite cards, you guys. Really is. Okay, what else? Ooh, King of Wands, the creator. Hello, Moon. Marionette, dictatorship. Oh, uh-oh. Wow. Wow. So I feel like the people that are seeing you as like this amazing creature that you are, Sag, are people that want to break free. People that want to take people that want to take a page out of your book. Okay, so what makes Sagittarius number 3 or card number 3, pile number 3, whatever, all same mumbo jumbo? What makes you so amazing is, damn, I heard everything about you. What? Wow. Yeah, this is the group to beat, because you have such like a vivid imagination. You're so free, like you're willing to try new things. You're willing to put yourself out there. This would be the group of people where it's like you believe the sky's the limit, even if it's not about you. Like, let's say you have children, then maybe you go hard for your kids, or you want your kids to live like a very fruitful life. That could be you have kids right now, or in the future, that would be something that you want to instill in your kids, like this ability to truly feel their emotions fully. And okay, if you don't want kids, then this is just how you want to live your life, or how you live your life right now. So apply it to your situation as you see fit. But I really feel like this is the group of people that find a lot of power, a lot of significance, and like value in feeling, you know what I mean, and having emotion, and tapping into their own intuition, you know, like finding inspiration in small little places, using your imagination, and just like being a true creative. The Empress is a very creative person, right? It doesn't mean that you have to be the best artist in the world, but creative in the way that their mind works, creative in the way that they can see every little moving part, including this person, this job, this whatever, and kind of blend everything together for it to feel like one whole perfect thing. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like that's you. This is a group of people where if you have to cooperate, you really can. As long as everybody is respectful, as long as everybody, you know, is coming with pure intentions and a good heart, I feel like you really, really, really do embody that as well. And with the King of Wands being attached to the Empress here, it's also telling me that at the end of the day, though, you're not going to let anybody convince you that you're not good enough, that you're not fine enough, that you're not smart enough, that you're not whatever. That no, not at all. You are so vibrant, and like, you understand that you have the ability to harness this like beautiful light within you, one that was instilled in you by whatever you believe in, whether that be God, the universe, whatever. Let's say you don't have a faith, but you do believe in like the universe or something like that, then you know it could be that too. But the Osho Zen card here, this creator, actually talks about somebody who is not stressing the small things and all of that, because they understand that they have a place, they have a purpose, and they're going to live that. You're also very charming as well, very charming, attractive. Yeah, it's like people want to have their eyes on you with the Empress and the Creator here coming out. Tell me more about the King of Wands here. Yeah. So this card basically talks about how there's like two types of creator in the world. One type is one that works with objects, like a poet, a painter, stuff like that. And then the other type of creator is the mystic, who creates himself. He doesn't work with objects. He works with himself, the subject. He works on himself, his own being, or flip it to she, they, whatever you identify as. But you recognize that you're the real and true creator. It's like you're poetic, almost a true masterpiece, I really feel like. And maybe you're so humble that you wouldn't really necessarily speak about yourself in this way, but that's why this reading was created, so you guys can get these compliments and be gassed up and like take this message and actually like use it in your life. And I feel like you do this already. So I don't know if it's that you were like raised by people that really taught you to love yourself, or maybe this is just who you are, period. It feels like this is who you are, period. But it doesn't hurt. The Empress, they are loved. A lot of people love the Empress. They don't start off as the Empress a lot of the time, but they get there. The Empress is the embodiment of all the queens together. So you have a strong receptivity to you. Doesn't mean that you have to be feminine, but it's more so speaking to your ability to really connect with other people, to maybe even move the masses with the King of Wands here, should you want to. It feels like a very like high vibe person. You wear your own, like you have your own style. You some of you guys, you have like a unique voice or tone of voice, the way you speak, whether it is you have an accent. Maybe some of you guys here could be like multilingual, or maybe you're just like really, I don't know if you're like into different like cultures, because I'm seeing something medieval here. It could be like cultures or like different eras. Some of you guys are into like studying like the world. I don't know why I heard like geology, shit like that, because I'm seeing all the mountains here, like all the different landscapes here. I'm also seeing the stars and like the moon. So you guys could be into like science or stuff like that too. Don't have to. I heard sci-fi as well. Maybe you like a nice mystery. Maybe you like, books or like stories like that really keep you hooked. I don't know, but that's coming through. Why does that make you amazing? Maybe it makes you a really interesting person to talk to. Yeah, you can be like a really interesting person to talk to. It's like you've dropped the idea of becoming somebody because you already think that you are. You already know that you are, and it's the truth. I feel like this is the good. You're hot stuff. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Yeah, you're not lost trying to figure out who you are. You know who you are. That's amazing. And the people that are thinking this are people who don't know who they are. They allow other people to control them, control their lives. They allow what he said, she said, this tradition, this expectation or whatever, to hold them back, or to even stifle them, or make them fearful, make them trapped in situations with people that are not good for them or something like that. Like it's like people that have experienced things like that or may be in that situation right now, they look at you and I feel like you really do inspire them. People who have been taken advantage of, hurt, or whatever, when they come around you, they feel comfortable. They don't worry about you coming towards them with any sort of negative energy or any sort of negative intentions at all. Like at all. In fact, you actually come and you bring praise, you bring love, you bring feeling, you bring fun. You know what I mean? You get them out of a negative space. I feel like there are a lot of people that hope that you win, like hope that you succeed, hope that you are happy. They even pray for you to be blessed, pray for you to be okay, pray for you to have good health. And I feel like a lot of the time, the reason why they're doing this is because that's who you are. That's what you want for other people too. That's what you wish onto others as well. Such an integrated person, it feels like. This card represents a Zen master who has harnessed the energy of life, energy of his inner fire, and they're able to use that for creation rather than destruction. So he invites everyone around them or him to recognize and participate with him in that sort of understanding. You know what I mean? To master that passion without repressing parts of themselves, without becoming destructive, without losing their own balance. That's why I was hearing so well integrated. You have the gift of like understanding. Very mature, enriched, rich and wealthy sort of like energy to you. And then you don't quite literally have to be rich and wealthy. You could be, but it feels in this group that it's like your spirit is what is rich and wealthy. Because I'm just looking. Oh my god, hold on. I'm looking right here at this beautiful, light within him that's just shining. You can see this light from far away. You know what I mean? I like to connect to that. Mostly that happens to me with the children. Oh yeah, the Empress is great with children. They are really great with children, especially when the moon energy is here too. That's a very like nurturing quality. The Empress is very nurturing. Doesn't matter your gender, by the way. It's like you make animals, younger people feel safe. I'm seeing the kids here too. So sometimes you make promises and you really keep them as well. Aww. That's really great. Yeah. I feel like you're very special to a lot of people. Tell me about the Empress a little bit more. Someone here can have fire and water in their chart, or like fire and water houses in their chart. So the fire houses are 1st, 5th, and 9th, and then the water houses would be 4, 8, and 12. A very knowledgeable person as well. I like this group quite a lot. I feel like there's a lot of joy within you. You know what I mean? Like a very joyful person in spirit. Try not to repeat too much here with the messages that I'm getting. But they're coming through like this, Someone who lives life moment to moment. You know what I mean? You're not dwelling on every little step or every little thing. And that's kind of hard to do. Like that's hard for me, by the way. This is why I'm giving you the props, because I'm not that type of person, y'all. I'm a Virgo, heavy Virgo, okay? I plan everything to the little T, okay? Like I can relate to some of this. But there are other parts to you, Sagittarius, in this where it's different than me, and it's different than a lot of people that I have met. And I think that's what makes it so amazing, is because that's just beautiful. Like you carry nothing more than just like purity and innocence and like trust. That's what this white rose and this fool cards in his hand, that's what it represents. Like I'm like straight earth, y'all. So this is great. That's amazing. His intuition is in like full function. It's at its peak here in this fool card. It's like you understand just trusting the feeling. A fool is one who goes on trusting. A fool is one who goes on trusting against all his experience. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, this is the difference too between some of the other cards, is that even if you've been through the fucking ringer, you do not look like it. You don't look like it at all. You look like fresh. You look fresh and like this is your new start. You could have had the hardest first 15 years of your life, the hardest 30 years in the beginning of your life. No one would know looking at you now. For a lot of you guys, it's like no one would know looking at you now or speaking to you now, because it's almost like when that shit is over, you turn the page, start a new chapter. And I don't want to say like reinvent yourself, because that almost makes it seem like you're letting go and shedding those parts of you and not connecting to them again. No, it's not like that, especially with the creator here, because like I said, it's like you understand that every part of what you've gone through is what made you you, and it was a part of what was a part of your purpose, right? So I heard something about your soul's journey. It's the way that you think. Yeah, it's the way you think, the way you communicate, the way your mind works, that gets to this like full energy here. I really do feel like. A fool is one who goes on trusting against all this experience. You deceive him and he trusts you anyways. You deceive him again, he trusts you. You deceive him again, he trusts you. Then you call him a fool and say he doesn't learn. But it's really just tremendous that he's so pure and that nobody can corrupt them. So yeah, you're like that type of person where you could have your heart broken a million times and a billion fucking pieces. That doesn't mean that you're going to let this empress quality just flip around and pretend that you were never a loving person. No, that just means that you're going to try something else. You know what I mean? So this could be the group of Sagittarius where it takes you a while, but once you finally, do move on, or once you finally, stop giving people the benefit of the doubt or whatever, just to wish them grace, pray for them to heal or whatever, and you just keep doing you, that brings you a lot of like good karma, I feel like. Because I'm seeing somebody who's like, it doesn't matter if you've been lied to, if you've been cheated, if you've been stolen from or whatever. I feel like you don't do that. You know what I mean? You're not going to stoop to another person's level. You're not going to like put your head down just because another person wants you to, or, you know, tells you that you're not good enough or whatever. No. So everyone might look at you and call you a fool because maybe you date the same type of person, or maybe you keep frequenting this one place and all this bullshit happened at that one place or whatever, but you're choosing to trust into God or choosing to trust the universe or whatever you believe in instead of what the naysayers say or whatever. They'll call you a fool for that. But honestly, that's the only way that you get to where you want to be in life, right? Taking a risk. That's amazing. Like, you should give yourself a round of applause. That's amazing. It's like you have this way of creating a wall of knowledge around you. That's what this card talks about. Cleaning up your mind and continuously doing so. Remaining present as if you were just born. That's what the Fool card is about. Staying present as if you were just born, instead of listening to what so-and-so taught you when you were 3 years old and scared the fuck out of you, and never, you know, going outside. Or instead of watching the news one day and seeing something really, really, really scary or whatever, and just assuming that you're never going to get this, or that you should just stop trying with this or whatever. You don't do that. You live every day as if it was your first. You know what I mean? You're not dwelling too much. And that's so beautiful. That's so amazing. Yeah, I wish this man would not fall. Yeah, you know what? And that's what everyone else is praying for you too. Didn't I say that earlier? It's that people pray for your well-being. They hope you don't fall off. They hope that there's a cushion underneath there. They hope that you know what you're doing. Yeah, this is the group of people where you may not do too much explaining. There's not really a way for you to explain the method to your madness. You just do, produce results, and everyone's looking at you in awe. That's what makes you so amazing, card number 3. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And in the beginning, maybe it was a little bit difficult for you. I feel like this is the group of people as well that understands that anybody that is like a rude, acting insecure, acting out of, you know, hate or malice or whatever, you know that their lives are just so poor. You know what I mean? The way that they view themselves, it just has to be so poor. They have to be lacking so much love and, you know, to be that way. And I think that's why you carry yourself the way that you do. It's just because, you know, I mean, I always say this on my channel a lot of the time, but you know, I pray that people go with grace. I really do. I pray that anybody that, you know, is a shitty person or, you know, intentionally doing things to hurt other people, whether it's intentional or not, for real, but whatever the situation is, I always pray that they heal so that they don't either hurt another person or come back the next lifetime and continue doing that same thing and interrupt, you know, the journey of other people's too. Like, I really always pray for people in that way. You know, ask the universe, all the things that I believe in, to send out that energy to them and everyone that needs it, because I think the world would be a lot better place if most people acted like card number 3. If people acted like card number 3, the world would be so much of a better place. I really do believe that. So what'd you say? I used to pray for people that are victims mostly from witchcraft, from those who used to attack me. Yeah, there are a lot of people that will use like a lot of dark tactics and stuff like that to harm others. You know what I mean? And like I said, I mean, at least for me, you know, send them with grace. I'm not saying I never get mad. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I don't get upset at things like that. But what I am saying is that at the end of the day, like, I personally don't feel anymore that it's enough to just like hate. I don't feel it is right to be that way, because I think that just contributes to it. You know what I mean? And I think that card number 3 could really understand that. You're very understanding. Hmm. Yeah. I hope that resonated, y'all. Yeah, I really do. If it did, give it a like. Come back for another one on my channel. We didn't hit our goal today, which is fine. I will set that poll up again for you guys, or that goal up for the next live that I come on. So if we meet it, I will come back on and I'll do those personal questions. Okay. So I'll do it like that pretty much every time. So, you know, there's always an opportunity for someone to get, you know, those questions answered without, you know, having to go through the whole rigmarole. But feel free to check out Patreon and look and see, you know, any other readings like this that you might want to access. I do have some available to free members on there, or the general public. I also have a bunch of like almost like 400 readings here on YouTube for you guys to go and look at. A lot of them, if not most of them, are timeless unless otherwise stated. A lot of pick-up cards, whether they're lives or pre-recorded, go ahead and check those out. We have 18 and up readings on here too, and an 18 and up reading tier on Patreon the next reading that Sag will be getting, and the last one for your seasons, birthday readings, is going to be an 18 and up reading, and that's only available to members on YouTube, specifically because YouTube get, or only available to members here on YouTube or Patreon, because I can kind of tweak it. But YouTube gets really finicky when it comes to speaking about certain topics, so I do have to close those for Patreon. Not necessarily because I'm like trying to charge you guys extra for it, but it's really just because of the guidelines on here. But yeah, thank you so much for coming and being here. You guys don't know, but it feels really good when I'm doing these readings and I get to pull beautiful cards like this out on the table. It feels great. And it's also an awesome way to end these readings. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Bye, Nathan.